You know me, Darryl Bumpass. Listen, I want to talk to you about you stepping into your blueprint. You know that's how I always lead with. But with this, I want to talk to you about making this coronavirus, turning it into your motivation, right? I want you to turn it into your motivation. And the way I want you to start, because you got to understand, when this is all done and said, when we're dealing in the aftermath, I want you to start preparing yourself so that you can hit the road running. I want you to, when they say everything is good, I want you to be ready. I want you to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And by doing that, I want to share some books with you that's going to get you to that point. And what I would like to start with is one of my great ones. Before I share this one with you, I want to share another one with you. It's called The Art of Being Still. The Art of Being Still. I read this book several years ago. I don't have it in front of me right now. I misplaced it. But you can, all these books I'm going to show you, you can download it on iTunes or Audible books. And I would suggest that you use this time to gather as much information that you can, so that you can walk into your purpose. You can step into your purpose so that you can get in agreements with your blueprint. I want you to be ready. When everything is done and said, I want you to be ready. I want you to hit the ground running. I don't want you to have to get ready when they say everything is fine and we can go about our everyday lives. First of all, let me just say that it will not be back to normal. This will be a new you. This will be a new society. And what I want you to be, I would like for you to be, I implore you to be ready for the new society. And I want you to have the tools that's going to prepare you for when you get the green light, to walk out of that house, to step out of that house, to get back to work, to start your dream, to step into your blueprint. And I want to give you some tips, and I want to give you some tools, such as I stated, the book is called The Art of Being Still. I recommend that you read that book, and this is the perfect time for you to do so you can understand this, and so that you will not allow this to become one of your biggest distractions. Let this be a learning session for you, so to speak. So the first book I mentioned was The Art of Being Still. The next book that I like to mention to you is called The Power of Habit. Can you see it? The Power of Habit. It's a really good book. Most of these books that I'm sharing with you, I've read over the years. And now that I have the opportunity, some of them I'm going back to read again. And it's funny because as you get older, as you become more mature, some of the things that you read years ago have somewhat of a different meaning to you. You're able to understand it. Even some of the songs that you listened to years ago, the words just means different. It just sounds a lot different to you. You can really digest it, and it can really register. So the Power of Habit. You could Google it. You can look at it. I'm not going to go into all the author's name. You can see it right there, the name of the author. The next book is, and you're going to like this, because right now a lot of us are dealing with uncertainty. A lot of us is dealing with stress, and a lot of us is dealing with worry, low self-esteem. This is a good one. Uncertainty. Can you see that? Uncertainty. Turning fear and doubt into fuel for brilliance. Uncertainty. I mean, is this dead on or what? Is this dead on? Uncertainty. Can you see that? Jonathan Fields. Uncertainty. Turning fear and doubt into fuel for brilliance. I mean, is this dead on? Let me continue. And again, this is for anyone that just you just fed up with being sheep, right? And to anyone that's a leader and you want to continue to be a leader and you want to go into the next level of your leadership, right? Someone that's thinking of maybe starting a business. Someone just thinking of, enough is enough. I want more from life. I deserve more from life. One of my favorite books, Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill. This is one of my favorite books besides the Celestine Prophecy. Maybe I should grab that for you also. But I just said it. The Celestine Prophecy, one of my favorite books. I actually met a model in the Hamptons years ago, and her name was Celestine. Can you imagine? And it's funny because she said her parents named her after the book. So shout out to Celestine. Anyway, I digress. The magic of thinking big. I'm sorry. That's one of my favorite books. I guess subconsciously I'm thinking of it or so. Since I brought it up, The Magic of Thinking Big. The Magic of Thinking Big. David Schwartz, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yes, exactly. David Schwartz. David J. Schwartz, The Magic of Thinking Big. It's an incredible book also. But the book that will get you there. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. The book that will get you there. Wherever your destination is, whatever your goal is, you can apply it in business, you can apply it in your personal life. The Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. Let me give you this one also. I don't have the cover, but you can see it. Think and Grow Rich by Dennis Kimbro. Think and Grow Rich, the Black Choice. Think and Grow Rich, Black Choice, Dennis Kimbro. I'm telling you, it's another great read, another great book, another great guide to get you to your success, to help you get to climb that ladder of success. They say, I believe it was Martin Luther King says, faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. I'm gonna tell you, this will get you there. This will get you there. Another great book for everyone that ever had that went to college, that went to school and had financial aid and student loans. I can tell you, I wish you would have read this book first. Hustle. Hustle. How to Get College Cash by Using Street Smarts. Paul Anthony Rivers. Paul Anthony Rivers. I believe this is his first book, but I believe he has two more that's available. Two more other books, I believe, from a series. I think they're series or so. But hustle. If you want to learn how to not pay student loans and be in debt with financial aid and everything, this is the book that you need to. It's mandatory that you get this before you apply for your student loans. Trust me. And I'm going to tell you, I speak from experience because my daughter used this and she doesn't have the debt that the majority of her friends and associates carry. Let's move on to this. This is a book that I read when I was starting out with my business, my very first business. This is a book that I read, and it really made me understand Business 101. Can you read that? Starting Your Own Business. Black Enterprise Guide to Starting Your Own Business. I have two of these. I don't know why I do, but maybe I liked it so much. I end up getting two of these. So, yeah. Oh, wow. This is a flyer from wow, years ago when I first had my first book. Strictly Bump One. That's incredible. Ah, man. Most of the people that follow me will know that. This is one of the very first businesses that I established. I didn't know that was in there. But Black Enterprise Guide to Starting Your Own Business. Trust me, this is a book. If you need a blueprint for starting your own business, this is it. Great book. Great book. Wendy Beach. Great book. And here's another book I want to share with you. This was all the things that I wanted to do on the outside. This helped me become the person I needed to be on the inside, health-wise, right? Because we aspire for health, wealth, and prosperity, and this is one of the things that was in the category of health. Testosterone Advantage Plan. Another great read. Testosterone Advantage Plan. You're able to do your own, fix your own meals. I mean, you can see it's pretty old. I've had it that long. But again, it's another great book to help you get to reach your goals physically. If you're trying any weight loss, it will get you there. Now, excuse me if I plug myself, but of course I'm going to mention, I know you hear me, but are you listening? Darryl Bumpass Sr. I think I met this guy before. Darryl Bumpass Sr. I know you hear me, but are you listening? This is a book that I came about this title with. You know, we always say we ask for things. You know, a lot of us will get on our knees and we'll pray and we'll ask God for things. We'll ask the universe for things and we'll get right up. And at times we should just wait and we should listen when our intuition is talking to us. How many times have you said, if I only listen to my intuition, if I've only listened to that gut feeling, I know you hear me, but are you listening? This is what your subconscious is saying to you. This is what the universe is saying to you. This is what God is saying to you. This is what your angels are saying to you. This is what your ancestors are saying to you. I know you hear me, but are you listening? All you have to do is just listen, and I'll take you to where you need to go. The next book is, again, shameless plug, We Need to Talk. We Need to Talk. Stop interfering with your blueprint. And again, it was a conversation with me having with my angels, ancestors, with God, and telling me that apparently I was going in the wrong direction. Even after writing the first book, I was still getting in my own way, and I had the peace of mind, but I was still getting in my own way. And they said to me, we need to talk. So they sat me down and had me still for some time, and explaining to me the ways, the route that I really need to take. The right route that I need to take. Not all routes that you want to take is always the right one. Not all the directions or the routes that people tell you you should take. It might be good for them, it might be right for them, but that route may not be right for you. So I had a whisper in my ear, and as they was whispering, they were saying, we need to talk, because you're taking the wrong route. You're using the wrong process. We're going to tell you the process so that you can start making the right progress. Because at the time, I was just grinding. And grinding is activity. And focus is productivity. So they said to me that we want you to stop grinding and we want you to start being focused. And the minute I began to be focused, everything began to manifest. And while everything was manifesting, this one came to me to make sure that I continue to stay focused no matter what is going on in my life. Mr. and Mrs. Distraction. Mr. and Mrs. Distraction. The process of making progress. No matter what is going on in my life, I had to make sure that I would not have any distractions that will take me from being focused, that would take me from my peace of mind, that would take me from my happiness. I don't want to keep you, but it is my intention to give you the tools and the tips so that you can step into your blueprint, so that you can step into your purpose. And I want to read a quote to you, and I'm going to let you go. Let me just say first, I thank you and I appreciate you for taking time out of your life and your schedule to spend this moment with me. I ask that God continue to watch over you and watch over your family the way he continued to watch over mine. And I'll leave you with this quote. Promise me you'll always remember you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Let me say this again. Promise me you'll always remember you're braver than you believe, stronger than you think, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Promise me you'll always remember you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. That's Winnie the Pooh. I thank you and I appreciate you. Que tenga un buen día. Te aprecio. Peace.